Welcome back to our course on QuickBooks Online. In this lesson, we're going to look at purchase orders. So if we need to purchase more supplies or inventory, we can use a purchase order to send to our vendors to tell the vendors to go ahead and send us more of the resources that we need. So we'll go to New, and then we'll use the purchase order. And then we're going to use a vendor that we already have in the system. So we're going to use Tanya's Nursery. It already populates her information. If we wanted to ship this to our location, it's already set up to do that. However, what if we had a project and we wanted to send the supplies, the inventory, straight to the customer? We could easily do that with the Ship To box. We would just select the customer from the drop-down box. Be careful with the date. Always check to make sure that's correct. It can really mess up your reports if you don't. And then how do we want to ship it? UPS or Federal Express, something like that. You can use tags to help organize your jobs. You can use tags to help make things easier to find. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the items that we're going to order. And what we'll do is we're going to order a new inventory item, something we haven't ordered before. So select inventory. And what we're going to do is we're going to order daisies. We do not have a SKU number for the daisies, and we're not going to put them in a category. The current initial inventory on hand is 0, and we'll use the current date. Make sure that you're careful with the dates as usual. We don't need a reorder point for this inventory item. Inventory asset account will remain at inventory asset, and then for the description, for the sales form, we'll leave that blank for now. The sales price will be $10. The income account should stay at sales of product income. For sales tax, this is a taxable at the standard rate category. And then for the purchasing information, for a description on the purchase forms, we already know what the daisies are, so we don't need to add any further details for the purchase form. Then on the cost, let's say we're going to get them from Tanya's Nursery at $6, and you want the expense account to remain at cost of goods sold. The preferred vendor, we'll put Tanya, and we'll save and close. So now we have a new inventory asset. So we're going to order from her 100, and we can put a customer. This is for the customer. Jeff's Jalopies is our customer. So now this lets us know, this connects this order of daisies for Jeff's Jalopies. Again, if we wanted to have it shipped straight to the customer, we could put it in the Ship To area. But we want it to come to us first so we can make sure it gets sent to the customer at the time that we want it to be shipped to them. We'll add another product, the rock fountain. And we just need one rock fountain. And then so now we've got a purchase order for Tanya's Nurseries for 2 items. We can save and send. This will send it to the vendor. Let's create another purchase order. We'll go to New and then Purchase Order. We'll select a current vendor, Hicks Hardware. The reason I wanted to look at this is because they already have a lot of stuff filled out, and the reason it's filled out is this is what they used the last time they did a purchase order, so it kind of helps you out by putting in the same information. However, we're going to need to go in and change some of this. Notice how when you hover over the quantity, it tells you how much you already have on hand. In this case, we're going to add a different amount, and you can change these. And then you can put a customer here. So we'll put the customer as Pies Cakes. Again, what that does is it allows you to connect the customer to the purchase order, so we know why the purchase order was made. We can use this when we're going to invoice the customer. Then we'll just go ahead and save and close this time. And so that's how we set up and use the purchase order system to maintain the inventory and supplies that we need to run our business.